Hawks, it's me again, senior Aaron Austin.
And I'm sophomore Jillian Austin.
And welcome back to another episode of Cpptv. Since we haven't had a Spirit Week in a while, Jillian and I decided to do one ourselves, and I think we've got all of them covered. Today is Friday, May 29th, and today's student of the day is
Haley Morse, nominated by Mrs. Quackenbush for being an original thinker and always attending her Google Meets.
Welcome back to Cpptv. It's Aaron. You're watching Cpptv, the voice of Hawk Nation. Your voice of Hawk Nation, Hawk Nation, Hawk Nation, Hawk Nation, Hawk Nation, Hawk Nation, Hawk Nation.
Hey Hawks, I'm senior Isha Soni. To all the seniors, June 1st is the Cap and Gown celebration. The school will be open from 2 to 6 to get your stuff. First, go to the cafeteria entrance and tell the teacher or administrator your name. They will bring you your cords, cap, and gown to your car. Next, drive to the gym entrance where the Class of 2020 advisors have a surprise for all the seniors. Also, in other news, today it was the Senior IB Diploma Candidate Sashing Ceremony, but it was different from the previous ceremonies. Coordinator Mrs. Radford went to all the DP candidates' houses to give them their sash along with some of the IB teachers. Senior and IB Diploma candidate Mia Perry, who was also the first candidate to receive her sash, said, "I'm happy to have gotten my sash from Miss Marks. Even though it wasn't the actual ceremony, it was nice having all my teachers there to support me." Now here's Aaron.
Hey Hawks, it's me again, senior Aaron Austin, and I'm back with another segment of Netflix Quarantine Trends. Since golf has been one of the few things that have been allowed to partake during this time, I think it's appropriate to highlight a really good Netflix documentary called The Short Game. This documentary follows around 7 and 8-year-old professional golfers who are determined to win the World Championships. I'd recommend this to anyone, and as a person who doesn't enjoy golf that much, I still thought it was really good. Now here's Jillian with a Jillian Laughs.
Hey Hawks, it's sophomore Jillian Austin, and Sam and I are here wearing all our favorite teams' apparel, the Buffalo Bills, the Georgia Bulldogs, and of course the Corning Hawks. Okay, so Sam's been thinking about joining the NFL, and his friend didn't want to do it with him. Do you know why, Sam? I don't know if you could hear that, but it's because his friend is a boxer. Now here's Parker with your weather.
Hey Hawks, I'm sophomore Parker Wolf, bringing you another weather update while we're stuck in quarantine. The high for today will be 84 and the low will be 57. It will be mostly cloudy with a few showers throughout the day with some scattered thunderstorms possible leading into the night. Temperatures will drop off a bit going into the weekend, which will lead into a week with highs mainly in the 60s. Saturday will have a high of 75 and it will be mostly clear skies with some clouds. Sunday is looking to be about the same, but with a high of only 61. The rest of the week is looking to have highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s and 50s. Tune in next week for more stories and weather updates.
Hello, Hawk Nation. I am Alex Windsor, and this is Hawk Sports. I know seeing my interview with various Hawks athletes is the highlight of all of your weeks. However, I am incredibly disappointed to tell you that this week my audio regarding FaceTime was not quite working exactly as I had planned. So, although I will not be able to give you that interview, I would love to give you the gist of that interview with my very good friend Bryce Colpine. Bryce is a hockey player, and this was his senior season. However, he is playing juniors next year in the hopes of eventually playing hockey in college. And so Bryce was very disappointed to have his season cut short because he kind of wanted to go out with a fight, you know, and you don't want your season to end like that. I also asked him some questions about men's grooming during this time, usually without barbers, and he had some very interesting insights. He said, always take it down shorter or longer than you actually intended to eventually be, because you can always take hair off, you can't put hair back. Those are your daily grooming tips. And that next week, live on Hawk Sports with a pay-per-view of $0, 0 cents, I will be taking on my little brother Ethan Windsor in a highly anticipated game of tennis, the highlights of which you will get next week here on Cpptv. I know we're all excited for that. Now here's my good friend Sean Powers.
What's going on, Hawks? I'm Junior Sean Powers. Since Major League Sports have yet to resume, I often find myself Googling this day in sports history to see what went down in years past. On this particular day, May 29th, Golf legend Tiger Woods was arrested in 2017 after officers found him unconscious in his vehicle, which was parked awkwardly on the side of the road and damaged on the driver's side. Tiger bounced back quite well by winning the Masters in 2019 after a phenomenal comeback. If sports don't float your boat, don't sweat it, I've got you covered too. Simply search Florida Man followed by the date and you won't regret it. 1 year ago today, a Florida man was arrested for hurling an ear of corn at his mother's head. That's cool and everything, but Florida can do much better, and 5 years ago they did just that. An 82-year-old man was arrested for slashing an 88-year-old woman's tires because she was sitting in his favorite bingo seat. He may have been doing all the drivers on the road a favor, but he still ended up having to pay $500 in tire damage and restitution back to the woman. On the bright side, I'm sure his bingo seat will never get taken again. I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode of Cpptv at Home, and be sure to tune in next Friday for more quality content. I'm Sean Powers, and as always, keep flying, Hawks.
Hey Hawks, welcome back to Pet Tales. I'm freshman Haley Morse bringing you a fun video of my cat Rue. Take a look. Thanks for watching. Now over to Brooklyn for some more cooking.